Hello again, Tequila Army. General Agave here. Let's see what the cabinet has to bring us today. It looks to me we've got an interesting offering here. This is Tequila Komos, I believe that's how it's pronounced. You know me, I probably get it wrong. This looks like a Reposado Rosa. So let's see what this is and what unique offering we got coming out of Komos here. And I'll join you over here. All right, hey there, Tequila Army. General Agave. We're out of the cabinet and we're going to take a look at this Komos Reposado Rosa. This is coming out of NOM number 1110. I believe this is a relatively new brand with this offering coming out just last year in 2021. So I'm excited to finally get a chance to take a look at it. Couldn't find it for the longest time. Then suddenly here it was in Ohio. As you guys know, I can have trouble finding a lot of tequilas here in the Midwest that are available maybe on the West Coast or in the desert Southwest. So I was excited to be able to snag this right in my own backyard. The bottle itself is a gorgeous ceramic bottle that is hand painted, and it looks like maybe even handmade, hand formed. I know they mention and talk a lot about their website about using this as a sustainable product. Their goal is to repurpose this bottle afterwards, and Lord knows I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I repurpose this bottle afterwards. Now NOM 1110 actually has some other well-known brands coming out of it, the Suavecito line, as well as I believe the Gran Ornadane line is coming out of there, and I'm probably butchering all these names. As you guys know, Spanish is not anywhere near my first language. English I struggle with at times, as you guys know out there in the Army. So also I believe one of my favorite low budget lines out there, reasonably priced lines out there, El Mayor may have gotten its start at 1110 if I remember correctly. Now this bottle itself here goes for about $115 retail. If you can go ahead and snag one, that's the price you're going to have to pay for it. This is done the traditional way using those stone brick ovens. A roller mill process is used instead of a Tahona, but with some of this new roller mill technology, you get some of that same experience that you would get out of that Tahona stone. So I'm interested to see if this actually holds up. This uses spring water on site, as well as being twice distilled in stainless steel pots with copper coils. And then it is aged. That tequila comes out and is aged and barreled in French oak red wine barrels. They're not more specific than to just say that it was red wine, but French oak barrels for 2 months before coming out of there and heading straight into this bottle. Now, this specific bottle I have here is from batch number 4, and it is bottle number 4948. I'm not sure if you're able to see that on the camera, but that's this specific batch in this specific bottle. So I'm anxious to give this one a try. Tequila Army, if you've tried this or similar products that are out there on the market, by all means, drop that down in the comments below while you're going ahead and hitting that like and hitting that subscribe button so that you're the first to see some of our reviews that come up and some of our unique tastings and interesting blinds that we do with friends. We've even done some cocktail episodes with friends in the past. So make sure you subscribe to be the first to see some of that. So let's go ahead and pop this bottle open, give it a little twist, break that seal. A nice little cork pop there, and this is a traditional cork which has absorbed a little bit of that tequila within that cork as well. From what I understand, I have not seen it yet myself, but from what I understand, this may actually be a pour that has a nice pink hue to it coming out of that bottle. But let me get some of that seal out of the way here, or rotate the bottle so we're not pouring right over that glue. And yeah, I mean, definitely that is some definite pink hue coming out of this bottle. Interesting. So this to me reminds me of another product that that will be up for review if it's not already on the website, and that's that Asombroso line with their 3-month La Rosa. So that it has a similar color to it to me as that bottle might. As we give that a swirl, I mean, it looks nice. It looks like it's coating that glass nice. It looks like there's going to be some nice viscosity there. Now, what I've noticed in a lot of products that have been aging in red wine barrels or Cabernet barrels is that I get a dryness on the tongue when I taste them. So I'm interested to see if that holds true with this Komos as well. But let's go ahead and nose this and see what we think. Huh. I'm getting like some rich blackberry notes on the nose, maybe some plum. that's covering up the agave, but there's definitely some agave richness there as well. But it seems like there's some blackberries and some plum that is overpowering that agave. But that agave is definitely present. Beyond that, I'm not getting much else. I mean, there could be a hint of cherry in the background there, but that's pretty much it. To me, this in the glass looks like a traditional French rosé, a nice wine there. But now let's see, let's give that a swirl and let's take a look at how does it taste, because that's the important thing. You can have a gorgeous bottle, but if you can't back it up with the taste, then what's the point? And for $150, I expect a lot in this taste. So let's give it a try. Okay. So the agave that was muted, oh, that just took a turn. That took a very interesting turn. And excuse me, in a good way, believe it or not. Wow. Very, very interesting turn. Let me give that another taste before I say anything, before I say much. So that first taste right out the rip, I was getting a ton of that agave that I felt was muted in the nose. It was very, very strong agave forward, maybe even some white pepper forward. But then it kind of turned, like mid-palate, it really took a shift. It was like changing gears, like rum, like changing complete gears. So I want to taste that again before I try to really kind of tell you what notes I was getting there. Again, right out the rip, very, very agave forward. And a little bit of white pepper spice coming through too. And then it just complete transition. You get that dryness that I was talking about earlier. I am getting some of that dryness that comes through. But the transition doesn't transition to dryness. The transition brings forward some vanilla, some butterscotch, but finishes with real strong, like blackberries dipped in dark chocolate and plum. That's really what kind of transitions, and that's how this pour finishes, which was really unique because I'm going to be honest, my first initial reaction was for a special, unique, different process here by aging in those barrels. I was expecting a special, unique flavor, and right out the rip, that first taste, I wasn't getting it. I was kind of disappointed. I was getting more of a traditional, almost Blanco flavor out of there, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not what you expect when you go for a unique offering like this. And then bam, everything stopped and flipped on a dime, and I got that dark chocolate blackberry flavor finishing with that plum. So the fact that this was multi-dimensional like that and has layers to that taste is exciting. It truly is. And an offering that at $150, I want something exciting. I want something different. I want something unique. And this seems to be bringing that to the table. It is, no kidding, Army. Tell me if you're getting the same thing, like that instant transition. Like boom, Blanco, traditional flavor, and then, hold on, wait a second, completely new. Right in that mid-palate, a couple seconds later. I am absolutely floored with how that transitions. But now I'm going to do something unique, something special. I have something set aside here. I have a little bit of the Asombroso Rosa here as well. So price point wise, between these two, we're talking somewhere around that 40 to 60 range for this bottle versus 115 for this bottle. How do they compare? What do we think? So right in the glass, you're going to notice that, well, one is only aged 3 months, so that's one thing. The other is aged 2 months, and actually the one on the left, the Komos, is aged only 2 months. The Asombroso is aged 3 months, and I think the Komos actually has a little bit more pinkish hue to it than the Asombroso when in the glass. But now I want to actually do a side-by-side because I actually like this product. If you haven't seen a review on that, go ahead and take a look at that. Right out the rip, I get some dark chocolate covered cherries out of this Asombroso. It is a dominant dark chocolate finish that I get from the Asombroso. Let's see what I get from that Komos now in a side-by-side. See, that's very interesting, guys. So there's a definite contrast between the two. Even though both products are doing similar things, I'm getting a dark chocolate cherry out of the Awesome Barosso. I'm getting out of the Komos, I'm getting more of an agave forward that transitions, flips on a dime into more of that um, blackberry chocolate plum richness. Very, very two, even though they're similar products and what they're trying to do and the market that they're trying to appeal to, two very different tastes. What do you think? Drop that down below in the comments. Tell me which one's your favorite of these two, which one at which price point you would choose. Put that down below. Let me know. And as always, Tequila Army, this is General Agave. I'm out.